So if we tabulate the water properties, properties of water, physical and chemical. Physical properties, what are the then there will be bacteriological, bacteriological. In the physical properties of water, first of all, it is color is colorless, taste and odor. How do you specify taste? Water, taste like water. That's it. Anyway, decomposed organic material, minerals and salts, they are there. It actually adds decomposed organic matter, organic material, minerals, salts of iron, manganese, vegetation, chlorine, algae, impart tastes. Suspended solids. Surface runoff, water carries suspended particles into water sources. Then turbidity of water. It is caused by turbidity is basically because of the because of various types of particles that are acting. They are present in the water. It is caused by suspended and fine insoluble particles. and colloidal. Is like clay, silt, algae, etc. Temperature, solubility, viscosity, chemical reactions are all are all influenced by temperature variations. For example, if you increase the temperature, it can dissolve more salt or any dissolve. I mean, soluble material. It will take on more if the temperature increases. But when the temperature drops, once again, the solubility decreases. So similarly, if you increase the temperature of water, its viscosity reduces. Once again, when the temperature decreases, the viscosity improves. I mean, viscosity increases. Apart from that, there are some chemical properties. Chemical properties. This chemical properties. What are the chemical properties? Number one, acidity, or you may call it alkalinity, or and pH. And pH. Acidity is caused by CO2, mineral acids, and salts from other strong acids. Sorry, from other. Is there anyone waiting? No. Other strong acids. Alkalinity depends on the presence of carbonates, bicarbonates, or hydroxides. pH value actually pH value, this is extremely important. pH value signifies its tendency either towards acidity or alkalinity. Neutral value of neutral pH value is equal to 7. That means neutral value 7 means it is neither acidic nor alkalinity. Okay. Number 2, another important factor, chemical factor, is called hardness. Hardness is basically, if the hardness is more, the saponification becomes less. Hardness, it is due to cations like calcium, magnesium in solution associated with anions like sulfates and chlorides. Sulfates, chlorides, and bicarbonates. Hard water prevents saponification. What is saponification? Saponification is basically easily you can't get a leather, L-A-T-H-E-R. You can't form a foam uh, because of the hardness of the water. Date. Another chemical properties, third chemical property is TDS. Total dissolved solids. Sometimes TDS is also abbreviated as tax deduction at source. Those who are income tax payers and all, they know TDS as tax deduction at source. So it is not to be confused with this one. So when we are talking of water, it will be total dissolved solids. So total dissolved solids, since it is a good solvent, since water is an extremely good solvent a number of salts, chlorides, carbonates, sulfates, since water is an extremely good solvent, a number of salts, chlorides, sulfates, carbonates, etc., gets dissolved easily in water. About TDS value is also prescribed about 500 to 1000 milligram per liter is considered good for domestic use. Number 4 is fluorides. Fluorides. Number 5, chlorides. Chlorides. Groundwater is likely to have excessive concentrations of fluoride. The source is basically from the rocks. From the rocks. Chloride, similarly, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, sodium chloride, they are present commonly in water. CaCl2, NaCl are also present in water, usually. Apart from this, we have got sulfates, nitrates, and phosphates. Then, of course, you have got toxic chemicals, containing zinc, lead, AS, cadmium, chromium, etc. These are the toxic chemicals. And finally, we will have what is called DO. Full form is dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen content varies from 8 to 10 milligram per liter. However, percentage variation of dissolved oxygen depends on the temperature of the water. Depends on the temperature of water. Before we go for the water pollution and the sources, these are the, of course, the various pollutants. But first of all, let us talk about the drinking water quality standards. Serial number, name of the parameter name, this is desirable maximum limits, milligram per liter. 1, 2, 3, COLOUR is a Hazen scale. 5 to 10. Turbidity, 10. Taste and odor, it should be acceptable. There is no such thing. It is acceptable means it's a subjective this thing.
Sir, can you please leave the page up?
There is no measurement. pH value 6.5 to 8.5. It should be. Number 5, total dissolved solids 1000 to 1500. mg per liter. Mg per liter. This is mg per liter. It is already given here. Number 6, hardness based on calcium carbonate, CaCO3, hardness 200 to 250. Number 7, chlorides. This is 250. Number 8, sulfates. $150. 9, fluorides. Fluorides 0.8 to 1.5. 9. Point number 10. Nitrates 45.
Sir, can you please
Apart from
tilt the
that,
page in such a way that we can all see it totally?
11, 12. Fe
Sir, the page is not visible totally.
2,
Can you move
1,
it right?
zinc 0.5, coliform count mpn 0. Alkyl benzene sulfonate. This is basically detergents. Less than 1. So this is the drinking water quality as prescribed by BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards. This is the drinking quality. Now, water quality for other purposes we need not know. This is industry specific. For example, if you are using water for textile purposes, there are certain specifications that we have to. There are water standards for industry specific use. There are water standards for specific industries, let us say specific industries. So, for example, you have a textile industry, you have textile industry, you will have a different quality of this thing, water standard. If you are using water for thermal power plant, power station, there also you need to have a particular specification of water, because if you see the in thermal power plants, actually you need the transformation of heat, or rather, yeah, the exchange of heat between the water and the materials. Now, if the pipings and the boiler drums and all others are having high